Hi, welcome to Spec Hunter. Today, we're looking at the Google Pixel 10 series. It's probably the most leaked phone in recent memory. In fact, Google didn't even try to hide it anymore. They've already shown it on their own website. You can. Just visit store.google.com and see the phone there, fully revealed. That's rare, and it shows how confident or maybe how done Google is with all the leaks. The design is not changing much. It looks just like the Pixel 9, but the color options are new. The regular Pixel 10 will come in Obsidian, Indigo, Frost, and Limoncello. These colors are bright and fun. The Pixel 10 Pro will look more subtle, with colors like Obsidian, Porcelain, Moonstone, and Jade. Moonstone might be the main highlight color. When it comes to the display, things are mostly the same. The Pixel 10 and 10 Pro both have a 6.3-inch screen. But the Pro version uses LTPO tech, so it can change refresh rates from 1 Hz to 120 Hz. This helps save battery and makes things smoother. The Pixel 10 Pro XL will have a bigger 6.8-inch display. Now let's talk about the cameras. The Pixel 10 Pro and Pro XL will likely have the same setup as before. That means a 50-megapixel main camera, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 48-megapixel telephoto. The big surprise is the regular Pixel 10. It will now have 3 cameras instead of 2. That's new. But the camera sensors will be slightly weaker. It will have a 48MP main, a 12MP ultrawide, and a 10.8MP telephoto. So yes, you get more lenses, but the quality might not be as high as before. This is probably to keep the price low. You get more versatility, but maybe not the same sharpness or detail. Some people might not care, though. Most users stick with the main camera anyway. And with Google software, the camera performance is still going to be good. Google relies more on image processing than raw hardware. That's always been their style. They don't upgrade camera sensors every year like others, but they keep making improvements through software and their own chips. Speaking of chips, the Pixel 10 series will use the new Tensor G5. This chip is built on a 3 nanometers process and is expected to be 36% faster than the Tensor G4. That's a nice jump in performance. It might even be faster than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, but not the newer 8 Gen 4 or Elite models. Still, that's not a big issue for Google. Their goal isn't to win performance tests. Their focus is on making the phone smarter and more efficient with AI. That's where the Tensor chip comes in. For most users, the Tensor G5 will be fast enough. Even if you play games or do heavy tasks, it should be fine. But if you care about having the best specs, this chip might feel behind. One concern is the long-term use. Google is promising 7 years of software and security updates. But if the chip is already slower than others today, how will it perform 5 years from now? That's a valid question. However, Google software is very clean. It doesn't have bloatware or extra apps. So even older Pixels run smoothly. That gives some hope that the Pixel 10 will age well too. A big part of the Pixel 10 experience is AI Gemini will be fully built in. That means smarter suggestions, better voice control, and new AI tools. On the Pixel 9, we already had text-to-image. With the Pixel 10, there's a good chance we'll get text-to-video. That's not confirmed, but it's likely. Google is trying to make their phones feel more intelligent. Gemini will probably show up in Google Photos, the camera app, and other parts of the phone. Now let's talk about battery life. The Pixel 10 and 10 Pro are both expected to have 4,870 mAh batteries. The Pro XL will have a bigger 5,200 mAh battery. That's a nice boost for all three. Another cool feature is Key 2 wireless charging. Right now, only iPhones support it natively with MagSafe. You usually need a case to use it on Android, but the Pixel 10 might be one of the first Android phones with Key 2 built in. That's a small but useful upgrade. Prices are expected to stay the same. The Pixel 10 will start at $800. The Pixel 10 Pro should cost $999, and the Pro 40 will likely be $1,100. These are not cheap phones, but if the AI features deliver, they might offer good value. The launch is expected on August 20th. with the phones becoming available around August 28th, so not long to wait now. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. This is Google's foldable phone. It will look a lot like last year's model. It won't be as thin as Samsung Z Fold 7. That could be a deal breaker for some people. But it will have some upgrades. The battery is expected to be 5,150 milliamp hours, which is a big step up from the 4,650 mAh battery in the Pixel 9 Fold. The cover display is also said to be slightly bigger, which is always good. One exciting rumor is that the Pixel 10 Pro Fold might be the first foldable with an IP68 rating. That means it would be water and dust resistant. Most foldables today can handle water but not dust. If Google pulls this off, it would be a big win. Foldables are still seen as fragile, so better protection would be a big plus. In the end, the Pixel 10 series looks like a smart upgrade. It doesn't focus on flashy changes. It focuses on real improvements. Better AI, cleaner software, more camera options, and longer support. Google is following a path like Apple. It's not about specs anymore. It's about giving users a smooth and smart experience. If that's what you're looking for, the Pixel 10 might be the right choice for you. Thanks for watching Spec Hunter. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next one.